It's 9 o'clock on a Friday and it's time for...
A Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on...
Magic TV.
Absolutely. And welcome back to another review show. You had Thea last week. You got Ryland this week.
Yeah.
The original. The OG.
The better one.
The better one, apparently. But she says that about you when she does it. Maybe one week I need to do a Thea and Ryland review show. The problem is, you just would destroy the house. You would argue. You wouldn't get one review out. It'd end up in a bloodbath.
It would. Yeah.
So I don't think we should ever go down that route. But we've got Ryland here with us, and we are looking at 4 brand new tricks. I'm going to warn you, there's an absolutely trash trick in these 4 that we would not recommend anybody buy under any circumstances, but we'll get to that in a bit. The first thing that we're going to be looking at is one of the biggest, hottest, most exciting tricks to be released this year from Murphy's Magic, and it's by David Jonathan and Nikolas Mavresis. Let's look at that one first. So, the first thing we're going to look at, showing the box, is Gamma envelopes by Nikolas Mavresis and David Jonathan. Now, when Nikolas and David team up, it's normally a match made in heaven. Some of my favourite tricks of all time: Stroop Test, the deck that's like the Charms deck they brought out through Penguin. All these different things that they've brought out through the years that are just really, really solid, really, really good. I actually think that Gamma envelopes is probably their strongest joint release to date. I don't know what you think.
I really like this.
Yeah, and
It's really clever.
This is very rare. I'm telling you right now, this is very rare. It doesn't happen very often. Ryland was completely fooled. I watched the tutorial first of all, learned how it worked, and I'm like, right, I'm going to smoke this little kid with this. And normally he's like really cocky and he's like, I think I know how it works. And he did start off being cocky. He's like, well, obviously.
That's not what I said.
You were like, it's all to do with weight and it's all
No,
to
I
do...
didn't. I said, is it to do with the weight because that envelope, because it has a card in it, it looks like it's dipping down more.
No.
And you're like, no.
Nope, nothing to do with that. In fact, I shouldn't have really touched the envelopes. That was my bad. But no, it completely fooled him. He had no idea how it worked. And when I showed him, he was like, oh my gosh, that's so clever. Now, if you don't know what Gamma envelopes are, it's really, to say it's a trick gives it a disservice. It's actually more of a utility device that allows you to perform a bunch of different stuff. However, we're going to look at the very first routine on the project. So we're going to look at, first of all, the playing card routine, which is taught by David Jonathan, and he credits Titanus for the inspiration behind this particular routine. So let's look at this one. You're going to see a performance of Ryland doing it to camera, and then we'll talk about what
I've got my dad behind the camera. I have a deck of cards, and I also have these envelopes labelled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now what's going to happen, I'm going to turn them over, look away, and my dad's going to mix them up so I don't know which number's which, and neither does he.
No idea.
Okay, perfect. So they're all in a random order.
Yeah.
I'm just going to straighten them out in the order that they're in. Just like that. Okay. Now what's going to happen is I also have this deck of cards. I'm going to spread them out. I just want you to pick any card you want.
Anyone.
I'll look away again. Show the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look.
I'm going to look back.
No, don't.
Okay.
Because the cards might be marked. I know you.
Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to take those envelopes and you're going to, without looking at which number's which, just put it in one of the envelopes. And
Anyone.
And then mix up the envelopes again so you don't know which number's which.
And you expecting me to do this one-handed?
Yeah.
This is nice and easy to do one-handed, Ryland.
I can imagine. And then, obviously, once it's in, mix it up so you don't know which one it is in.
No idea.
No idea. Alright, so am I okay to turn back now?
You are, yes.
Okay, so take these envelopes and put the deck away so you have more space. Like that. Okay, so what we got is we have 1, we have a 3, we have a 4, we have a 6, we have a 2, and we have a 5. Now, your card is in the third one, 3.
Really?
It's in 3, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't look.
You didn't look. Now you picked a card, any card, and you know that card, yeah?
Yeah.
That card was. It's the Ace of Spades, isn't it?
It was the Ace of Spades.
And number 3. We'll open number 3 up, and inside we have 1 card. And by the way, you can see that all of these other ones are completely and totally empty. All of them. Like this. But you picked 1 card, the Ace of Spades. And the card in number 3 was the Ace of Spades.
What?
What?
So that was the playing card routine, right? I'm going to talk through the tutorial in a bit because I watched the whole 2.5 hour tutorial. The tutorial has 2 sections. The first section is David, and there's sections when Nikolas is there as well. It's mainly led by David, teaching how everything works and teaching a bunch of different routines. Then there's a second video of performances, and you've got Javier Fermer involved in that as well. I'll talk through the tutorial, but first of all, can you tell everyone about these envelopes, the quality of the envelopes, and so, just everything?
The envelopes, they're an alright quality.
I think they're going to last a long time.
They'll last a long time unless you're like trying to actually damage them, or you're not using them well, like you're throwing them in your case or something.
Yeah, keep them safe.
Mm-hmm.
And how clever is this? Because you were completely fooled.
Yeah, it's quite clever. Now I know how it works. It's very clever.
A lot of people are going to say these are marked, but they're not marked, are they?
No.
However, you do need to see something surreptitiously. But it is so easy to see the thing that you're looking for. But they're not marked. I'm trying not to give away the secret, but it's not a marked envelope. It's not a set of marked envelopes, but you will immediately know what envelope the item is inside. In the case of Ryland's performance, you'll immediately know which envelope it's in by seeing something that the audience won't see. And it's kind of one of those things, would you agree with me, where once you know what you're looking for, you see it immediately. Even in a darkened room, even if you're not touching the envelopes, you'll see it immediately, whilst if you are a spectator, even a magician, you could look at this forever and not find anything. Would that be fair to say?
That's fair to say, yeah.
So how easy is it?
It's not hard. It's quite easy, I'd say.
Yeah, it's the second that you put something inside an envelope, you immediately know.
There's nothing you have to do, really. It's just telling them to mix them up and then pick a card. And all you got to do is to be able to force a card.
Or not force a card.
You don't have to force a card.
Like David talks about using Stebbins. You didn't use Stebbins, you used the card force.
Or you could use a mem deck and then cut the card near it to the bottom and then look at the bottom card.
Yep. Anything like that will work perfectly well, won't it? But you use natural card force, but you don't have to. But the point is, you get these 6 envelopes, you can have your back completely turned and with no electronics or anything, you will immediately know which envelope has the thing inside it. Now you actually get, with the set, you actually get 12 envelopes. So you get the numbered envelopes, numbered 1 to 6.
And you get the ESP ones.
You also get 6 ESP symbols. So you got, they've thrown the triangle in there so they can give you 6 envelopes, as well as the wavy lines, you actually got the triangle as well. So you get 12 envelopes altogether, and all of them really well made. You could literally just watch the "This is how the trick works" section. You could literally just watch the first 15 minutes of the tutorial, and then you would immediately know how the trick works. You'd immediately know how the trick works, and you could come up with your own ideas. Like, for example, Nikolas has got a version of this on the tutorial where he does a magician's choice. Instead of telling them the envelope, he gets them to, pick the envelope, which is quite a nice idea. I thought about just using 5 envelopes and using Quintaforce. I think that can be quite cool as well. Lots of different options with that. But to be honest, the playing card trick is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many routines. I'm going to forget some of them. suffice to say, there's some brilliant routines. To stand out to me, there was a really nice bank night where you bring out the envelopes, you take out a card and you draw. I don't know that he drew a dollar sign on it. It could be $100 or £100 or whatever. But you get them to put that into one of the envelopes. They don't know which envelope. They mix it up, and then what happens is we eliminate envelopes one at a time. The one that's left is the one that that's got the money in it, so they get 4 chances to win the money, and they don't. And he's combining a patio force with the gamma envelopes in a very, very clever way. There's a bunch of ESP routines as well, right? There are a bunch of really awesome ESP routines. There's a really smart one. There's a couple of really smart ones that will require a bit of prep. You're going to need a few force cards. It reminded me of a principle that Jay Sankey did in a very old project called Just Imagine. But David's combined it with another principle as well as the gamma envelopes as well, and created this truly stunning piece of mentalism that's awesome. You've got matchups, you've got... Honestly, my head is just literally all over the place with the stuff that you can do with these envelopes. Suffice to say, like I say, you can spend a couple of hours, 2.5 hours, going through the tutorial and going through all of Nikolas's and all of David's ideas and talking about all the different stuff you can do. Or you can watch the first 10 minutes. You'll immediately know how these work. Everybody, regardless of your eyesight, will be able to do it. And then you can come up with your own routines. I actually think this makes like a really nice close-up chair test type thing you could do with these. Like having a close-up chair test, I think would be a really smart idea. Another really smart idea of these would be to kind of do it as a networking type effect. I used to go business networking all of the time, and having the ability to have my business card put into one of these envelopes and then have somebody else find my business card as I'm using the patter of, maybe we're going to come together in business, that sort of thing. I think that could work quite well. I also think that these would work really well at a wedding. Mm-hmm. I think it would work really well to have like the bride, for example, sign a card and have them put it in the envelope, and then have the groom eliminate envelopes one by one until he ends up with the one envelope, and just like in life, they've come together and they've found each other. I think that could be a really cool premise with these as well. If you're a mentalist, you're probably going to use the ESP symbols. If you're a magician, you're probably going to use the numbers. Right, what do you think of this?
I think this is really clever. It's really clever.
It's like a new principle, really. I've never seen a principle like this before. I've seen a million envelopes come out that tell you you're going to be able to know immediately what envelope is in what. But it's normally like a marked envelope, and I can't see the marks very well. It's a bit of a nightmare. With this, I can see this immediately. I think this is really good.
Yeah.
What are you going to give it, Ryan?
I'm going to give this... It's clever, but I don't know if I would do it.
I don't think it's your sort of thing.
No.
It's not your sort of thing. It's definitely my sort of thing.
Yeah, it's definitely your sort of thing.
Because I like long, boring mentalism.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it 79, but this is really good. I just don't think I'm gonna do it. But
I'm gonna give this 100%. I think this is amazing. I love the fact that this is big enough to perform on stage. They actually have a few parlor routines in there as well. They've got a really nice Cluedo type routine in there as well. Yeah. There's a bunch of really cool stuff in there. By the way, if he's yawning, it's not because he's not invested in this review show at all. Somebody stayed up to watch the England game until 1 o'clock in the morning the other day. Who would that somebody be, Ryland?
Me.
After watching the England game, did you go to bed, Ryland?
No.
Bad teenager. Bad teenager. I'm going to give this 100%. I love the fact that I could do this on stage if I want to, but I also love the fact that I can do this close up. I can just throw some envelopes into my pocket and I am good to go. I am absolutely good to go. I've got so many ideas. Oh, one more thing that's worth noting. It works in reverse as well. So not only do you have the ability of knowing which envelope has a card in it.
Okay, if they all have something in, you can figure out which one they've took.
Yeah, immediately. If they've all got one thing, they've got this. He's got this blind date routine where it's like 5 beautiful celebrities or 6 beautiful celebrities, and he works out who they're having a blind date with. But yeah, you can have something inside each envelope, they can take one out and you'll immediately know which one has been taken out.
Yeah.
So think through that as well. Just so many different ways you can do this. I love it. It's 100% from me. It's 79% from the boring magician over here who doesn't do this sort of stuff because he just likes putting girls in boxes. But let's move on. We're going to go on for the next review. So next up, we have this. This is Instant Wheels by JC Magic and MS Magic. Good old Bond Lee is back again. And this is kind of a really interesting thing. I'm not going to tell you what the effect is. I'm just going to get Ryland to perform it for you. And then when he's performed it, we'll talk about what we think. So you've just seen a performance of Instant Wheels. Now, just to put the elephant in the room out the way, I know Bizarro did something like this years ago. I never really saw. I'm aware of it. I think I saw a video of it. I never saw it in person. I didn't have one, and I know there's going to be people saying this is like Bizarro's. I can't comment on that because I never saw Bizarro's version of this trick. So I'm not going to comment on that because I never saw it. I don't know what the differences are. I mean, this has got an app where the car drives out. I don't know if that's the same. I'm not too sure. So I'm just gonna park that. Pardon the pun. But obviously, I am aware that Bizarro has done something like this before. I'm trying not to be the magic police when it comes to this sort of thing. I'm just going to review it based on what it is. So, Instant Wheels. Instant Wheels, you have to download a web app, but you can do it on Android or iPhone. You don't need to have a particular, because it's just a web app. It's not like a download.
It's you can open it up on it's just a website, so you can open it up and then you can add it to your homepage.
There you go.
Home screen, and then you can just click on it and it open this app.
Brilliant. And then once you've got the app on there, you're going to have to talk me through this because although I watched the tutorial, you're the one that actually put this together. So, okay, so first of all, is the app easy to use? Because I know you spent quite a bit of time practicing this before you did it.
The part of practicing is just making the car turn into a realistic car. The app is actually quite easy to use. As long as you know where the thing is. I'm not going to say what, but as long as you know where the thing is, it's quite easy.
Okay. And how practical is it? Because that you just did, you've put that on your social media. It got really good views. I think this is an amazing social media trick. But you've got a close-up job this Saturday.
Yeah.
And you said, I think I could do this in close-up.
I think I am going to do this, yeah.
Obviously, there's some angle issues that you need to be aware of, isn't there? In terms of, you can't have people standing
back of the phone,
or the side of
bottom of the car, or the side of you where they can see the back of the phone.
None of those would work.
Yeah.
Okay, because obviously they're going to see something. We can't say what, but they're going to see something. But in essence, you have a reason to hold your phone there. I guess you'd have to get it into position almost like a cups and balls load. Because the tutorial is not great, if we're honest, is it? It's like a 7-minute tutorial. Yeah. It doesn't kind of tell you how to get into it. It tells you how to actually put the app together. It tells you how to use the app. It tells you how to produce the car, how to change the car. But it doesn't tell you how to actually do the... It doesn't tell you the finer points of performing the routine. Like, it just assumes everything's in position. But you wouldn't walk up to a group with everything in position. I'm assuming that you'd take your phone out and you do like a cups and balls style load to get into the position.
Probably, yeah. I would like just bring my phone out and say, look, I've got this thing, and I'll open it up, and as I'm showing them, I'll steal the car. Well, not steal the car, but like I'll
Yeah, I know
steal
what
the
you
car
mean. Yeah.
and then load it where I need to, and then as I'm drawing, it'll be there, and then whoosh,
Sick. Sick. So, in terms of the actual thing, what I love really about this is the moment where the car drives off the screen and it comes into view, which is great. And then when you cover the car for a second, it turns into a real car. When it becomes a real car, you can hand that out, can't you?
Yeah.
But the phone is dirty. You'd need to do something with the phone in order to make the phone. But
I can imagine it wouldn't be too hard to steal. What you need to.
And the focus, I'm guessing, is on the
car.
Is on the car, not on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could think it through, but you think that this is workable in the real world.
Yeah.
Is there anything that people need to know? I mean, I'm very disappointed with the tutorial. I think the tutorial was very bad, but I suppose it gave you all the information you needed from a performance point of view, not necessarily from a how to make it look good point of view, but it told you how to do the actual trick.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything else we need to know? It's relatively easy.
Yeah.
You're not having to palm anything, are you? Because the gimmicks are doing all the work for you. You just have to be aware of your angles, but you're not having to actually palm anything. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
Okay. So what are you giving this? I'm going to give this 79%. I wouldn't do... By the way, I do want to say one thing. I think this would... We're talking about doing this in a close-up environment. I think this would be freaking amazing in a kids' show.
Yeah.
If you could get cars like that fit inside the shell. Spoiler, there's a shell. If you could get cars like that, which I bet you could.
Like a Hot
Wheels car. I bet you could. I love the idea of saying to going and doing a kids show where you've got better control of your angles and saying, oh, you know, I wanted to get you a birthday present but I forgot. So I'll tell you what, I'll draw you a picture. Do you like that? It's a tree. No, how about I draw a car? No? What about if I make the car real? What about if I make it a real car? There you go, happy birthday. I reckon in a kid's show...
What if I make it an actual car?
Yeah, right. And then you finish with a grand illusion and you make helicopter piers. I like this. I'm not going to do it. It gets 79%. I think it's a very smart idea. I could see a lot of people doing it. I can see why it appeals to you. I just personally wouldn't do it. It gets 79% from me. What about you?
I'm going to give it 100%.
100% from Ryland, 79% from me. You can get it from MS Magic. Now let's move on to review number 3. So review number 3, we've got Boom Ticket by Jaoa Miranda and Julio Montoro, the team that bought us Leviosa and Leviosa phone. Have it always ready in your phone case. This is what the ad copy says. Ticket is a super visual effect that happens in a blink and looks like real magic. In this effect, a card is chosen and lost in the deck. The magician then claims that he correctly predicted the card and that he kept the prediction inside his phone case. The magician removes the phone from the case and nothing's to be seen. There's only a bill, some paper and a ticket. Suddenly, the ticket morphs into the chosen card. The audience will go crazy when they see this transformation that really looks like a TV special effect. That's what the effect is.
Yep.
Now, what do you think of this? Because you don't have... I mean, actually, we haven't seen a performance of you doing it yet, so let's have a look at a performance of Ryland doing this. We're going to show you exactly what it looks like, and then after the performance, we'll talk about what we think. Because me and Ryland got differing opinions.
That behind the camera? Dad, name any card you want.
Queen of Clubs.
Queen of Clubs. I have a prediction inside of my phone case. So if I open up my phone case like this, you can actually see that inside there is... Can't get it out. It's quite stiff. Alright, there you go. There is actually one card right here, and that card is...
That's not my card.
Did you not know the Ace of Spades?
No.
What was it?
It was the Queen of Clubs.
Queen of Clubs.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll tell you what. Look. What's this? Queen of Clubs.
What?
Look at that. What?
So that was the performance. Now, in that performance, you kind of had a card in there turn the card over, it's not the card, and then you change the ticket into the card.
Yeah.
But obviously, as I just read out, you can do it by not having an extra card in there and just by having the ticket in there. There's a lot of different options. Let me tell you what I like about this, because I know you're not too keen. So I'll tell you what I like about this. The ticket, a lot of people keep stuff in their phone case for safekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Less people use wallets these days. More people are using phone cases to keep things in. So because of that, it makes sense for a ticket to be in your phone case. And the visual is very hands-off, because once they see the ticket in the phone case and you go boom and it turns into their card, it's quite a nice, interesting visual moment. I know that we know it's a force card, and we know it's a flap system. We've seen them all before. We've seen this sort of thing before. But I do quite like that they've built the flap into the ticket, because I think what it's got going for it, in one respect, is the ticket is a lot longer than a playing card.
Yeah.
And you go boom,
and then
it changes into it.
Card, yeah.
So the size and shape of it changes as well.
Yeah.
It's not like one card turning into another card that you see a lot of the time with the flap system. It's a receipt turning into a flap card. And I also love the fact that the problem with a lot of flaps is when they're primed, especially when they're using an invisible elastic thread like this does, when they're primed, they want to close.
Yeah.
By putting it into a phone case, it's keeping it open and ready to do. So
Yeah.
you don't have to prep it. It's there, it's ready. It makes sense to be a ticket in there, and then boom, the card appears. So that's why I kind of like this.
Yeah.
I always kind of look at these sort of things as, could I do this with sleight of hand? And I don't really think I could do something like this as visual with sleight of hand. Could I do some sort of switchy switch? Yes, probably. It's not an official thing, but could I do a switchy switch? I probably could fold up the ticket. I could probably do something. But this, I think, makes it even more visual. I mean, the negative is it's got to be the same card every single time.
Yeah.
And the card isn't examinable. And I think that they'd want to examine that. That's a negative. But, I mean, if you move on with the trick quick enough, or you've still got the deck in play, if you control their card to the top, you can switch that out for their card and throw them their card. There's a lot of different options. But the thing that I really liked about this is literally that moment where, well, hang on, I've got this ticket, it's a completely different shape, and now it's turned into a card. So you have your say. Why do you not like it?
Well, it's just the one reason, really. It's meant to be in the back of a phone, yeah?
Yes.
That's the point of it. Yeah, it doesn't work on any of the, at least newer iPhones that have the 3 black dots.
Why? Because they're raised down.
Because if you actually look at the box, it's supposed to be on a phone that has like a small camera, but if you look at there are quite a few iPhones that have been brought out recently, then it wouldn't fit in the actual phone.
But you did it in your phone.
I did do it on my phone, and the gimmick got broken. Well, not broken, but it's pushed it. It's because when what I've had to do is, because I have to perform it and I haven't got a phone like that, I put it in, and because of the hole, I pushed it in, and the receipt is being pushed through the hole, and it's not gone where it's want to go. So if you actually look at it, my phone isn't even fully pushed down, and it's still wrecked the corner of the receipt.
Wow. Okay. I mean, you get extra thread, which I think is nice, and you obviously get instructions on how to fix it.
It's not that. It's not the thread's broken, but the actual cardboard on the receipt is pushed and gonna rip.
So the only option is that you put this somewhere that wouldn't happen. But where would you put it? Because it's quite a long thing. You couldn't put it into a wallet.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to. Even a hip style wallet, you'd have to fold it up, which would wreck the gimmick. You couldn't put it in your pocket because it would open up.
Yeah.
That's why a phone case is perfect.
Yeah.
But
obviously not any of the. I don't even know if that is an iPhone, because I don't know about the older iPhones if they had small cameras, but at least back to the 15, they've got these 3 dots.
Okay, so would you not do this?
I'm not going to do this now.
Okay. I quite like this as a social media piece. I think for social media, I think this looks really good. I think it's a great live performance piece. I really like this. I mean,
I like it. It's just I can't do it, and there's probably a lot of other people that can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got an iPhone. What have I got?
iPhone 17.
iPhone 7 Pro Max. Thank you. One of them. So I'm turning into a typical dad, aren't I? I'm just turning into a Luddite. Dear Lord, what has happened to me? I used to. Oh God, forget it. I've turned 50.
Wait,
it's all downhill.
I said at least back to the iPhone 15. I meant 13 because even Theo one has dots.
Right. Okay. I mean, you know, maybe you put this inside your Leviosa. No, that wouldn't work either. Looks like you're going to need to get a phone that works with this. I like it. I do like it. I do like this, and I want to do it. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I might play around with some phones and see if I can focus. I really want to do this. I think this is really, really cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, if it doesn't work in a lot of phones, that's something you need to check out before you perform it. As it stands, I'm going to give this 85%. I think it's really good. What do you think?
I'm going to give this 79%. It's really good. It's just I can't do it.
Okay, 79% from Ryland, 85% from me. We're going to go into the final review. Okay, so the final review is this one. Wow, Post-it by Craziest.
It sounds like something that's like a mum would like want to post on Facebook and they show it to your friend, and then the friend's like, "Wow, post it, post it."
Well, it might make you think that like this is some sort of really cool Masuda style wow gimmick. No, it's not. This is right. I mean, look. Let's get Ryland to perform this first of all, so you can see exactly what it is. Let's have a look at a performance of this. It'll give you a rough idea of what you can do. So effectively what you have here is as you saw in the performance there, you have a mini post-it note pad that allows you to have the post-it note on the front change from one thing into another thing. And there's a couple of different routines on the project, including an interesting kind of idea with the transpo, which kind of is okay, where you get the spectator to write their name on a post-it note, you write your name on the post-it note, and they change places. You know, there's a couple of different routines on there. Here's the problem with it. First of all, the tutorial is dreadful. It's just dreadful. It's like, I mean, I think about 8-9 minutes long, and although it tells you what the trick is and it tells you what you need to do, there was a lot of rewinding to understand, and there's no live performances at all. Not only are there no live performances, there's no explanation of how to actually get into this, because the problem is, as you know from using it, it's a very awkward position that you need to get into in order to do the routine, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because you're holding it like this, and it's like, it's really awkward, and then once you've got it in this awkward position, that you managed to get it in, you then have to do whatever you want, and it's going to be quite hard to actually get it to change.
Yeah, Ryland did sort of a rub type thing.
I did a rub because that's the easiest, because I'm able to do what I need to do behind.
Yeah, it suggests you really doing a shake.
It's really hard to do a shake.
When you do the shake, unless you do it absolutely perfectly, you're going to expose exactly what's going on. So that's something to bear in mind as well. It's a very cheaply made gimmick. It says all gimmicks are provided. I mean, you get a very cheaply made gimmick. There's a bit of a DIY type thing, but you know, it'll take you about 5 minutes to put it all together. Once you've done it, there's going to be a bit of a reset. You can't immediately go into it again. You're going to have to do something. The way that Ryland did it, we just did it very quickly, as in like a social media thing, like the video, follow my thing, whatever it is. That's not how you'd normally do that. You'd normally write it on and you know, like take it off and get it into position.
You could combine this with like a card trick, so it's like pick a card, It's like, right, I'm gonna write down your card. 4 diamonds. No, sorry, was it that? And then whatever it is.
Yeah, and you could change it. I mean, there's several ways of doing it. Whenever you've got a prop where you change one thing into another, then there's a lot of different options with it. I mean, the pro is you can hand that post-it note out at the end and they can keep it. It has been a little bit doctored, but I don't think people will realise that. But you can hand that post-it note at the end. The disadvantage is, I don't know how long this is going to last, because the gimmick I don't think will last very, very long at all. I think it's probably going to break very, very quickly on people. It hasn't broken on us yet, but it's effectively made out of post-it
But
notes.
we've not used it much yet. We've
No.
used it like once or twice.
No, we haven't. It's
at
very,
max.
it is very fragile. You're going to have to do a bit of a reset before you go and do it at another table. And honestly, there's a million different ways of doing something like this in a better way than using this product. And the tutorial's terrible. Maybe there's more I should know about this and the tutorial didn't put it across. But as it stands, I just really don't like this at all. I'm giving this 30%. It was very disappointing. What about you?
I'm going to give this 20%.
20% from Ryland, 30% from me. Buyer beware. This is not a good trick. This is not a good trick to perform. This is not a good trick to do. There's a lot of problems, and the problems weren't really addressed on the tutorial. There's better ways of doing this.
There's no V-shot in the bag. There's no V-shot in the bag. There's no V-shot in the bag.
Ow. It is another review show in the bag. Thank you once again for joining us right here on Magic TV. Don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Ryland will be back in 2 weeks' time. Thea's going to be back next week. Are you going to be more awake in 2 weeks' time?
Yes.
He will be more awake in 2 weeks' time. Thea's always full
Unless
of beans.
it's a football match.
Unless there's a football match. But I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Don't forget to join the Netrix, which is my online streaming platform for magicians. You can get access immediately. Just go to thenetrix.com, and I will see you again. I'm Craig.
I'm Miranda.
Take care. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.